Okay, so I'm over here in OpenCode and I'm running the Apify agent skills. I gave it the prompt, use Apify to get a list of the top 100 luxury hotels in Koh Samui, Thailand, and create a beautiful website. Emphasis on beautiful, from the data, complete with images, pricing, reviews, and include links to make direct bookings. So now it started running. As you can see, I'll help you create a beautiful website with luxury hotel data from Samui. Let me start by using the Apify scraper. So it's using Apify e-commerce. And if we want to see what that specific skill does, we can come over here and we can search for e-commerce. Let's just search for e-commerce here. And yep, so we're getting pricing, compare products, it can analyze reviews, find sellers across stores. And this is just running in my terminal using OpenCode. So here we go. So now it's getting the reviews, all the hotel information. It's going to create the website. And then the e-commerce skill, it says focus on retail products, not hotels. So it's actually switched to Apify Ultimate Scraper now. So it's able to determine that that was not the right skill to use. And now it's switched to this one instead. So you can see it's using Booking.com to get luxury hotel data for Samui. And it's going to start by checking what data fields are available, and then it's going to scrape the hotel information. So here we go. This is the scraper. There's some of the code that it's got. I'm not exactly sure what this is doing, but the fact of the matter is I don't need to know what it's doing because it's doing everything for me. And it's going to install the MCPC tool, whatever that is. And now it needs permission required right here. So it looks like it's actually using one of my other tools that I've built, and it's just going to put the env file in there, which it needs for the token, I believe. I would have liked to use a different folder, but that's okay for now. And so now it's going to install this MCPC thing, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's found the Apify token, so now it's going to fetch the Booking.com information. So this is basically just reading. It's just like scraping entire websites using Booking.com. And if we come over to Apify here, it looks like I've used about $5 of credits so far. And Apify's actually given me $50 of free credits. So that's really nice because they found my YouTube channel and want to collaborate. So here we go. Perfect. Now I'll scrape luxury hotels in Samui. It's going to configure the scraper. And ultimately what I want to do is I just want to create a website where people can go and they can find the top luxury hotels, and then they can make a booking using my affiliate link. So then I will get a commission for every booking. So this should be interesting if it actually works. Now I could use VS Code, which I was using over here, or also Cursor is available. But I was having some issues with this due to like heavy run loads or something like that. So I just decided to switch over to OpenCode. And nice thing is I can just run this in my terminal right here, and it seems to work pretty well. So we're going to let this run. Hopefully it won't take too long, but keep in mind it's scraping about 100 hotels. So you can see 100 right here. It's going to sort by the review score. Minimum score is 8.5, and it's just using the booking scraper. So if we come over here, let's come back to our skills in Apify. And that would be, I think it's like Ultimate Scraper or something. So if we click on that one, you can see what the things that it can do, and there should be like a booking, there it is, booking scraper right here. It's called Voyager Booking Scraper. So it's going to do review analysis, it can scrape a whole bunch of different stuff. We can search through here, yeah, hotel data, reviews, all that sort of stuff. And so let's come back here and we're going to see what it's doing. It looks like it's still scraping Booking.com. And let's come over to my credit usage. So it's still about $5, not bad. And while this is running, I'm going to go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back, and it's looking like it's making progress here. So it's going to, let's see, what did it do? Scrape luxury hotels. It's going to configure the scraper, which it already did. It's going to try a broader search with different property types. And yeah, I don't have to do anything. This is just a skill that is installed through OpenCode. And so now it's read the JSON file right here. Should be able to come over to files. I think it's under here. And data. I'm not sure if it's putting it in the same folder. This is another thing that I built. It's a YouTube analysis, automation analysis. And this was also built using Apify skills inside Claude Code. So very, very powerful in terms of what this can do. It says search was too restrictive. So now it's broadening it again, I guess. We'll see what it can actually come up with here. Hopefully it won't take too long. And yeah, this is completely, but essentially free. I mean, it doesn't cost very much. If we come over here to Apify, we could just search for booking, and we can pull up that specific actor that it's running. So there's the, yep, here it is, booking scraper, right here. This is the Voyager booking scraper through Apify, and you can also run this manually through the browser as well. But it's just a lot cooler if you can do it like this. It looks very elite, I guess you could say. And you can also view the runs over here too. So that last one costs like 30 cents. This latest one looks like it's cost about 20 cents, and it's getting results. So you can see if you actually want to check the status and see what it's returning over here, you can come over to Apify and you can look right here. So it's getting the images. This is Coral Cove Resort in Samui. We've also got Elephant Beach Club Resort right here. We've got the Hometel. I'm not exactly sure. That one doesn't look so familiar. Anahata, which was actually featured in a TV show on Netflix. I would like to visit this place at some point. We've got Bon Chawang here as well. Chawang, sorry. 79 Beach Club, which is a fantastic place in Baput. And a bunch of different options here. Samaraya, Samui Buri Beach Resort. And so it's getting all the images, it's getting the names of the places, the description, the address, the stars, all that stuff. And it's also getting the URLs so that we can make a booking. But I want that to be an affiliate link, so I can pretty quickly and easily fix that up. Now if we come back over here, you can see it's getting all, so it's gotten everything now. It looks like it has about 100 results roughly. It's up to 70 now, so it's almost completed the entire scrape. And how much have we spent? Like 40 cents. It's cost virtually nothing. So yeah, we can take a look. And if you want to get started on Apify and install this, I've got a second YouTube channel where you can watch the full tutorial, and you can also use my affiliate link down below if you guys want to get started. So now it's creating the HTML structure for the luxury hotel website, and it's going to design the CSS, so that's, you know, the styling and all that. JavaScript for interactive features, and it's going to create the sample hotel data for a demonstration, and it's going to add the booking links, which I may need to, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. I use a tool called Travel Payouts for the affiliate links. So I basically need to get the booking link and then run it through Travel Payouts somehow to create the affiliate links. But basically, if you have a travel website, you can start earning from it just by integrating the, adding all the affiliate links. Or if you have a blog or something, you could put them in there as well. So yeah, I would need to figure out how to do that. But for now, I just want to get the website up and running. So we'll see how long this takes. It's going to create the HTML. And I think OpenCode also has like a dedicated thing as well. So if we come over to opencode.ai, they have their own IDE essentially. So if I want to download that, I could just go ahead and download it to my Linux. And it's going to download in like a minute because I have really, really fast internet here. So that's not going to take any time at all. So yeah, it's basically finished here. And then I can also install like the IDE onto my system so that I don't have to use the terminal. But it looks like it's finished creating that entire website. I didn't have to write a single line of code, which is absolutely incredible. And that's just HTML, which is pretty basic. Now it's going to do the CSS, and it's going to just stylize it so that it looks like a beautiful website using CSS. But while that's running, I'm going to open up this. Actually, what I need to do, it can, looks like you can just install it directly from my software package manager over here. Or I could just come over to the terminal here, and we're just going to run that. Where did it install it? It's under downloads. I can just do it over here. I'm just going to install that. And gotta enter my password, and then that's just going to install OpenCode as like a standalone app that I can use on my system so that I don't have to use the terminal. Although honestly, I don't really mind using the terminal all that much. I think it's pretty handy. And yeah, I just wanted to create this tutorial to show how to create something like this within a couple minutes. It's not going to take longer than about 30 minutes to build this thing. And now we've also got our own browser here, OpenCode running natively as well on Linux. So we've also got this thing, which honestly, I don't know if I really like this all that much. Well, it's kind of cool, I guess. And you can also make it full screen. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit handier to use. But personally, I still prefer the terminal. So we're just going to use this. And so now it's created all the CSS, as you can see here. And I'm not exactly sure where it's storing these files. It should have created like a new directory over here. Oh, there it is. Koh Samui Luxury Hotels right here. So now we can actually preview this. If I want to just open this up in my browser, I can easily do so. And boom, there we go. So that right out of the box is a pretty beautiful website. Luxury Hotels in Samui. What more do you need to know? And then we can click on Explore Hotels, and then eventually, once all of the scraping's done, you'll be able to sort by price range. You can sort by rating, amenities, and then also the ratings as well. So this is coming together quite nicely, and it's only been like 10 minutes or something that I've been building this. And obviously you could fix this up as much as you want. I just basically want to have a website where if anybody reaches out to me and they say, can you find me a hotel in such and such area for X amount, close to the beach, blah blah blah, then I can just send them this, and then they can filter everything directly from this website. And then anytime they make a booking, I'm going to get a commission, right? If I just need to integrate all the affiliate links, right? So that's what it's looking like so far, and that's just using the CSS, and it's also generated the JavaScript here as well. So if we want to open that up, you can see here's all the JavaScript. It's never been easier to build websites nowadays. This is just a simple example that I've come up with, but you can build any number of websites using these no-code platforms, just like I'm doing right now. The proof is in the pudding. So there's the CSS, and then it's also creating the JavaScript, which is already done. And I already recognize most of these hotels. We've got 6 Senses and Paput with the image link, so you can preview that here. I'll just open it up, and then we can take a look at that. So there's the image, and it's just using Unsplash for the images, which I'm assuming is just coming from Booking.com. Not exactly sure. And it's also got the direct link in here, which I'm ultimately going to want to change to my affiliate link. I don't know if there's a way to automatically do that using Apify or like OpenCode, or I would have to do that manually. I'm assuming I'd have to do it manually, but maybe there's an easier way to do it. So if we come back over to Apify here, let me see, where is Apify? We can search for, let's just see if Travel Payouts has something in here. They probably don't. Yeah, it doesn't look like they do. But maybe there's some sort of affiliate something or other that you can use to get affiliate links. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, the point is we've got the JavaScript file with all the links here. They got the direct booking URL and then also the booking on booking.com URL. And it's got the list of amenities here. It's got the description. It's got the stars, the reviews, everything. So that is incredible. There's not really an easy way to scroll through this stuff, but anyway. So now it looks like it is finished. It's finished all the to-dos. And now this is the README file that it's also created, which is over here. So we can open the README file, and this is basically just the whole breakdown of what we've done. And it should be running on my local server on port 8000 here. So yeah, there we go. And it's even got the contact info and everything in there. So there's the README file. And how do we actually run this? Let's see. Okay, yep, so there it is. And seems to be running on localhost 8000. Let's just go ahead and refresh this, see if there's any new files. That's it for now. It just says, I've successfully created a beautiful luxury hotel website for Samui. Here's what I built. And here's the full breakdown. Key features, 8 premium 5-star hotels, beautiful modern design, interactive filtering system, direct booking links. So I'm curious to see what this looks like. If we just go to localhost 8000, it looks like it's not running there. So how do we actually figure out where this is running and how do we open it? Let's see. So there, the build is finished. The website's now ready to use and can be accessed by opening the index file in a web browser. Okay, so that's just, we just have to use the index file, I guess. But where is the data? If we go to explore hotels, there's no data here. Would it be under hotels? I don't know, it seems to be broken for some reason. So now we can just come over here and tell it the website appears to be broken. There's no data. Fix this, essentially. So now it's just going to analyze what's going on and should be able to fix it. I was kind of hoping that I could run this like on my local machine, which there should be some way to do that. So if I want to give people access to the website, I could just send them to like my own URL, essentially. But we can do that later. Shouldn't be that difficult. And by the way, this is just using credits from Claude. So it's just using the credits over here for Apify, I believe. Although it may be using something else. It's actually using the credits that I have over here inside Apify for the scraping and creating and everything. So that's only used $6 so far, which is pretty good. And it says the initialization looks correct. Let me check if there's an issue with the load hotels function. So we're just gonna see if we can fix this real quick because it doesn't look like it should. It looked better before. So let's see if it can fix this real quick. So here we go. It's gonna say, and if I want to make this mobile friendly as well, I should be able to do that as well. Just by issuing it a simple prompt, and it will make it mobile friendly too. But right now it says the code structure looks fine. Let me test the website directly by creating a simple test version to identify the issue. So let's hope that they can fix this, and then we can actually see what the, there we go. So now it seems to be better. They seem to have fixed something here, but it's still hidden. When I'm scrolling down, it's hidden behind the cover image right here. That seems to be the main issue. So it's just going to examine the HTML file. It says it may have something to do with the bootstrap and the script loading order. Not exactly sure what that means, but I don't really have to know what it means because, again, it's just doing everything for me here. So it's going to fix some of the errors. Looks like it's removing some of this code. And it's just essentially going to beautify the website and fix the error. It's going to create a simple debug version that will help identify the issue. So let's go ahead and refresh this again. And yeah, once again, it still doesn't look right. But yeah, this just goes to show what you can do with these no-code platforms. And I'm doing most of this with Apify in order to actually get the data. And then it's just using OpenCode to actually build the website, which is over here. This is the website for OpenCode, and I think it's just using Claude. And it can also choose which LLM to use based on your use case, essentially, as well. You can read through all the docs. I'm really not that interested in reading through docs, but yeah, you can read through all of this if you want to learn more. Let's see if it can actually identify the issue and fix it relatively quickly here. Let me just go ahead and refresh this again. And it's still not right, but if we go ahead and do this, it's still not actually displaying. It's not actually displaying the hotels here. So it's going to require a bit more time. Obviously, still a work in progress. But this has only been, what, like 20 minutes? And we've already built a beautiful working functional website here with contact information. It should have an about section, which is right here. And then some quick links down here, which we may have to fix up. You can also add in your social media links. If you have a newsletter, you can build that into this as well. It shouldn't really take that long. And looks like now it's going to replace the original index.html with a fixed version. So that should just replace this. It's got the original one, so it was smart enough to make a copy over here. And then it's going to replace it with this one right here. So it may still be writing the file, but I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, and this is what it looks like. So it looks like it has the CSS in the HTML file, which is good. And it's going to update the script.js to use a simpler, more reliable one. It's just doing that right now. Again, no coding necessary. I don't have to touch a single key. I don't have to write a single line of code, I should say, to build this website. It's very, very straightforward. So to fix the website, the issue is likely with complex initialization in CSS, blah, blah, blah. And now what it's going to do is just listing everything that it did here. And then we just open that up. So let's see if it's fixed now. Ah, much, much, much better. Woo. That looks fantastic. Wow, that actually looks even better than I expected it to look. And how long did that take? 20 minutes or so? And then we've already got filtering. Look at that. So filtering is working. We can sort by the price. We can sort by the reviews. And then if I want to actually click on this, that's another thing that I would want to eventually build into the website. But for now, you just click on book and it will open it up in booking.com. So that is just amazing. It should go directly to the hotel website, but it's looking like it's asking me to choose a date here. So ultimately, I would like this just to be done on my website rather than going to booking.com. I want it to be displayed here. So if I wanted to do that, I could come back over to my terminal, OpenCode, and I'm just going to say add all the hotel information when a user clicks on the hotel listing. I want to say on a separate page. When a user clicks on the hotel listing with the direct links, with everything. With all the information from booking.com, something along those lines. I don't know. So essentially what it's going to do is just going to call that Apify scraper again, the Voyager booking scraper, and it's just going to get that information and it's going to add those links. It should anyway when you click on here. But overall, I would say I'm actually very impressed by this right out of the box. We can reset the filters. You can see some of the hotels. It doesn't actually have the full list of the hotels here for some reason. And this doesn't appear to be looking right up here either. But it's a very, very simple version. This is just a minimal viable product just to show what's possible with this thing. And so right now it's just adding the comprehensive hotel data. It's creating the detailed page functionality, which is exactly what I want. So it's just gonna replace the hotel card right here with the show hotel detail. So that's what it's doing now. And we'll see, it'll be interesting. I don't really know what I should call this. Like if I want to give it its own domain or something, I can come on over to, I'm just going to use Namecheap because they usually have really good deals on domain names. And we could just call it like, I don't know, Koh Samui luxuryhotels.com. I'm sure that's not available, but let's just see if it is. And obviously I need to set up the LLC or whatever I need to do. And it looks like that's actually available, which is pretty amazing. So I could just buy this domain for $12 a year, and I could build the entire thing like in a single day, and I could just put it up on its own domain right here, Koh Samui luxuryhotels.com. Sounds like a very, very compelling, easy to remember domain name. We could get other domains if we want to as well. All I'd have to do here is just go ahead and check out, and that's it, right? So now we've got our own domain. We would potentially have the website up and running in a very short amount of time here. And then anytime someone contacts me and says, hey, I'm looking for a hotel in Lamai on the beach for $100 a night, I could just send them this website. They make the booking. I get a commission for every booking, and everybody's happy, right? So let's see. Right now it's adding simplified data structure. So it's just adding everything here, including the images. So if I actually just want to go ahead and open up one of these, ooh, that's not what I wanted to happen. So now looks like I accidentally quit out of OpenCode. So can we just say continue from where you left off? I didn't actually want that to happen. So now it basically just quit, and it may have, it's not finished the files yet. So let's see if it could just continue from where it left off. I hit Control-C, which is why, because I was trying to copy something, and then it just exited out of OpenCode. So that was a mistake. But let's see if it could just keep going from where is it. Okay, I don't have previous context. Ah, shit. So let's see. What were we asking? I can't remember now. Oh, okay. So we could just continue that previous prompt to add all the hotel information. And oh, okay, shoot. So now it's asking, can you tell me what type of project is this? So now it has no context of what we were talking about before, which is one of the reasons why it would be better to use an IDE like this instead of the terminal. So let's see, what's the current project structure? You're looking to scrape data. Do you already have hotel listings displayed? I can see you have some hotel related files. Let me check what's in. Okay, so now it's figuring it out. It's just taking a little bit longer to get back to where it was, but it should get back on the right track here. So let's see if it can pick up where it left off. Okay, yep, there we go. Yeah, so now it's just, it doesn't actually have memory, I think, of what we were talking about previously, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, that's one reason it would be better to do this over here, like in VS Code. But yeah, so you can also install OpenCode over here as well. It's just an extension, and then you can just run it from within here. So you just type in OpenCode, essentially, and then it will just run inside VS Code over here. So you could do that. You could do that as well. But I actually kind of like this. So yeah, so now it looks like it is picking up where it left off. And it's just saying I need to add a separate hotel detail page that shows all the comprehensive information when a user clicks on a hotel listing. There we go. So now it's picking up where it left off. It's got a list of to-dos here, and it's just going to create the hotel detail page with the comprehensive information section. It's going to add all the hotel detail functionality to the script.js file, and then it's going to style the hotel detail page with the comprehensive layout. It's going to add the image gallery functionality for the hotel photos, and it's going to test the hotel detail functionality and ensure smooth navigation. So that's it. And it's just going to do that. It's just going to check them off one by one. So right now it's adding a detail modal to the index.html file. So So it just added this code right here, which I'm definitely not going to try to copy again. Nice thing about Linux is you don't have to hit Control-C. You can just copy, you just highlight it, and then it copies automatically. So you don't have to hit Control-C. So there we go. So now it's added this, essentially like a pop-up, I guess. We'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to come over and refresh. And it's not actually built it in yet, but it's working on it. And now it's going to add the CSS styles, same as before. So that's the CSS for what? The hotel detail modal. So now that should be updated. Let's go ahead and refresh again. Looks like it's not quite working yet, but it hasn't actually added the JavaScript yet. This is not a very good picture of banyan tree. I think that could be a lot better. Here's the W, which doesn't really look like the W. Maybe some of these images are not right. I would have to be a little bit careful about using the wrong images. Like, that's definitely not Tongsai Bay. I know for a fact that is not Tongsai Bay because I've stayed at Tongsai Bay before. So if we open up the link, it's actually not the right link either. Maybe some of these links are not working. This one is right, so that's the Belmond. But it would be better if it had a direct link to the... This one's not right. That can't be right. So some of these links are not right, but it's, you know, still a work in progress. Banyan Tree is definitely the right link. Four Seasons, let's check out Four Seasons. Yep, that's the right link as well. So we would have to go through and actually test these links to make sure everything's right. But let's come back, and now what is it doing? It's adding the... What is this? This is detail functionality of the JavaScript. So there we go. Show hotel detail. I think that's what we want, to actually show all the information for the hotels. So if we refresh this, I still can't actually click on it for some reason. So that's a bit strange. We can sort by price, $500. I would actually want this to be in baht, most likely, but dollars is okay for now. Now it's just going to add the image gallery functionality so that we can potentially, I would actually like to scroll through the photos here so they could have a series of images and then I could just scroll through them. That would be ideal. But for now, it's just got one static image, which could be better. Let me just check my Claude credit balance. I want to see if it's actually using Claude or something else. No, it's not using Claude, so I'm not exactly sure how it's running all of this. I guess it's just using OpenCode, and I'm not spending any money whatsoever to build this website, as far as I know. Absolutely amazing. Other than Apify. So Apify, still, I've only spent $6, and I actually got $50 of free API credits to use on Apify over here. So that's just free money, basically. And here we go. So yeah, it's going to update the hotels and the data to include gallery information. So that's the next step. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this tutorial, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. I'm basically just showing how to build a website from start to finish within about 30-40 minutes here using OpenCode and Apify skills. And by the way, if you want to install Apify skills, which I didn't show how to do yet, you're just going to come over here to GitHub. It's got a GitHub repository, and you come down here and you just type this into your terminal right here, and that's it. And then it will just install the skills. Or you can put it into Cursor, or you can put it into VS Code. It's entirely up to you. I'm just using OpenCode in this case because I think it's cool. So now it's updated the hotels with gallery data and includes some of the images here. So if I just want to copy and paste this, I can come over here and, oops, no, that's the wrong link. That is not what I wanted to copy and paste. So let's try that again. Again, I'm just going to copy this. That's still not the right link. So for some reason, the copying is not working. But anyway, let's scroll down here. It's going to test the hotel detail functionality and ensure smooth navigation. So Let's go ahead and test that. Again, I don't see that anything is actually updated here, unfortunately. So maybe it hasn't actually updated all the files yet. Not exactly sure. It says it started the local web server for testing, and it says it's running on port 8000. So if we open that, nothing actually runs over here. And this is port 8001, which is another thing that I was running. That's not what we want. I am probably going to buy this domain for sure, and it's only $12 for an entire year. So why wouldn't I buy it? It's just going to check the Bootstrap.js properly loaded. And again, I still can't actually click on these for some reason. So let's see if it's probably just putting the finishing touches on all this stuff here. We can also open the file over here just to see if it looks kind of like what they have over there. So yeah, it's definitely modified because it's got this Bootstrap file in here, which I didn't see before, as far as I know. And it should have like hotel information in here somewhere. It's got all the listings here. Okay. So it's gonna so it's verifying that the show hotel detail function is properly referenced in the hotel card. That seems to be the missing functionality, and it's gonna test that file. There we go. So it's testing the functionality, and hopefully I'll be able to click on this at some point. Some of these hotels, like the Four Seasons, is like $1,200 a night, which is pretty pricey. But in this case, like I just want to build something for Samui because this is my target market. And a lot of the people that reach out to me, they're interested in coming to Samui, they're interested in booking a place here. So if I could just send them to a website where they have all the information, I could also break this out into, budget hotels, boutique hotels, luxury hotels, whatever. And then we could add categories up here for the type of hotel as well. We would need to scrape a lot more data. But yeah, so there we go. So now it says exactly what it did. It says that it added the view details. So let's see if we can. It's still nothing. So I can't actually preview for some reason here, unless this is the wrong website. Maybe it's using a different file now or something. Oh, there. Okay, so here's the detail. Oops. Here's the detail one. Let's just open index again to make sure we're using the right file here. It's the same file. We could open this test file as well. Oh, okay. So, that's not really what I want, but it is close. It's definitely getting closer. I think this is looking pretty good. But how do we actually? So this is just going to be like a pop-up, I guess. And that page doesn't actually load. So if we go to booking, the page is broken, so it's not the right link. So that's just test functionality, but how do I actually open it over here? So the, let's see, what is it called? The view details pop-up is not loading correctly on index.html. Fix this. You just tell it exactly what you want it to do, and you don't have to write any code. You just issue it the right prompt, and it will do it for you. It's absolutely amazing what these tools can do nowadays, and it's only getting better. It's only going to continue getting better. This is the worst it's ever going to be. So if you're not learning these skills, you're going to be left behind. Sorry to say. You got to be learning these AI skills in order to not only increase your productivity, but just stay relevant in the new for careers, right? So this says 808001. So that's port 8001, which is what I tried earlier. It's identifying the issue here. It's checking the hotel detail modal. And it should be able to fix this just like it did for the other thing that I wanted to fix. This is still not actually loading, but that's fine. I basically just want the domain, and then I would also need hosting as well, because I need some place to host all of the files. I'm not sure if Namecheap is the best. I kind of like Namecheap, but I could also check like, I don't know, best domain name and hosting providers. Let's take a look and see what the best options are. While this is running over here trying to fix this, we'll just bring this up. I kind of like Namecheap, so I'll probably just use Namecheap. Oh, Hostinger. Yeah, it's got to be Hostinger. I already use Hostinger for other things, like virtual private servers and that sort of stuff. That's how I'm running NAN over here. So I have NAN running on Hostinger, which is over here. So yeah, I would definitely want to use Hostinger for sure. So if we check pricing here, web hosting, I would need the web hosting plus the domain. So what would I use here? Cloud hosting. Maybe I need to buy them separately. I'm not really sure, but this would I would want for one year, and then I would just get the business plan most likely, and that should include a domain name, I'm guessing. Let's see if it's fixed what it was doing over here. It's removing a bunch of code. That's good, I guess. So there's a domain. So Koh Samui luxuryhotels.com. There it is. And it's $0 over here for the first year. So it's even cheaper than Namecheap. What about Koh Samui hotels.com? That one's not available. It has to be Koh Samui Luxury Hotels, I believe. So let's go ahead and add that. And I don't need email marketing really so much. $79. That includes the hosting. So that's actually quite a bit, well, that's quite a bit more expensive than Namecheap, I would say. I forget how much Namecheap was. We can come over to Namecheap here. That's $57, which is not bad, and Hostinger is one of the best, so I would probably use Hostinger. But let's check Koh Samui Luxury Hotels again over here. Let's see what it's doing while that's running. There we go. Let me check if there might be some syntax errors. So it's still working away over here. Let's see. So check out. This is a lot cheaper, I will say. This is actually a lot cheaper than Hostinger. I'm not exactly sure why. It's probably partly because I'm on the business plan. So if I come back over here, I can choose premium instead, and then it's going to be a little bit cheaper, but it's going to be tough to compete with Namecheap over here. So we'll see what we can do. There we go. This is still running. So now it's $44, which is pretty affordable, but again, it's still a lot cheaper for Namecheap. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm not exactly sure if I'm actually going to go through with this yet, but let's go ahead and refresh this page, and boom. There we go. See? That is exactly what we want. And there, so I just told it, like I say, exactly what I wanted to do, and it fixed it within a couple minutes. The links are still not quite working properly, so those I may need to edit a little bit. But you can see it even has the villas in here. So it's got the pool villa ocean view, it's got the pool villa suite, it's got the hideaway pool villa, it's got a description here, and then ultimately I would want them to be able to click here and then use my affiliate link. I definitely want it to be affiliate links. That is the main goal of creating this website, is so that I get commissions for bookings. So that seems to be working a lot better, and we can try it on other ones. It works just as well, as you can see. The images need a little bit of work, but you can see it has kind of some of these are broken images, which is not great, but it has added a gallery here, which is pretty sweet. The aspect ratio isn't quite right, and the images don't look that good either, but it's still a work in progress. So it was able to fix that, and it looks like it's still doing a few other things here as well. And then ultimately I do want to change the title. I want to do a bunch of other things with this. And then most importantly, add those affiliate links. So if I come over to Gemini here, I'm just going to ask, how do I use OpenCode and Apify agent skills to create a website with affiliate links for Booking.com? Something along those lines. I may need to do that part manually, potentially, although it would be much better if I could just use something like this. Agent skills. Okay, so you need to give your agents the skill to talk to Apify, which I've already done. And then you can extract data via Apify Actor, which is essentially what I'm doing. And then you can create the affiliate links. So Booking.com affiliate links usually follow a specific structure where you append your AUD, to the hotel URL. So I didn't even think about that. They just have you just put an AID at the end. So that's very easy. You just need to add that AID at the end of every URL, which is very easy. Create a modern React component or simple HTML tailwind that displays the hotel data. Ensure that each Book Now button then includes the affiliate link. There we go. So it'll generate the index.html. So essentially, I can come over to my travel payouts account. Let's see if I'm already an affiliate of Booking.com. And I also want to figure out why it's not including all of the hotels here as well. It should have 100 or so hotels in the listing, but I'm only seeing about 10 here, roughly. But yeah, definitely a work in progress. It's getting closer. So let's come over to programs here. This is my affiliate link manager here. And then essentially I can just get my, well, if I was a part of this affiliate program, I can get my link. But it looks like I'm not actually a part of Booking.com yet, so I would need to connect to that. But looks like it's not that easy, apparently. So I need to figure that out. I might just need to use the Booking affiliate program. Affiliate program by Booking, and then I just sign up for this, and then I would add all the links, the affiliate links. And then you just add AID at the end. So all I had to do was ask Gemini, and it told me exactly what I need to do right there. So I would just need to register for the affiliate program, and that's it. So it looks like it is cranking along over here. It says it's just going to test everything, and it's going to create a simple test to confirm everything works, right? So there we go. Coming together nicely. This is already looking better. This thing's still not working right, but we can obviously fix that. And we need to fix some of these links as well. We're just going to add affiliate links to this. Just testing to make sure everything's working correctly. There we go. So perfect. I've successfully fixed the hotel detail pop-up issue. Here's what was wrong and what I fixed. Boom. So that should all work correctly now. It's going to use booking buttons for direct reservations and verify comprehensive details. One other thing is make sure that all 100 hotels we scraped using Apify are included on the website, on the listings page. All right. Very, very easy prompt. You just tell it exactly what you want it to do, and it will do exactly what you want. So this isn't rocket science. Pretty straightforward to build these things. And I recommend using Linux. I'm personally using Debian, so I'll just pull that up. Fast fetch. You can see I'm on Debian Linux right here, running the latest version of KDE. It's very secure. You've got your terminal. Very easy to install everything. So yeah, it works like a charm, and it's faster too. So it doesn't use as much memory or CPU. So now what is it doing? It seems it didn't work correctly. It seems like the scraping didn't work properly. The JSON file shows an error instead of 100 hotels. Oh really? So I guess the scraping didn't work for some reason. So if we come over to the file with it's gonna show me all the lists here. There we go. So it's just going to set up the Apify environment. And it says, I need your Apify API token to scrape the 100 hotels. So I don't know, maybe it didn't actually scrape all the hotels for some reason. It should have been able to do that. So I may need to pass in my Apify token, which is no big deal. I'm just going to come over here to my Apify account. And there we go. So it just says, please provide your API token. So all I have to do is I'm just going to copy this, and I'm just going to paste that in. But for some reason, the copying is not working. I don't know why. That should work. So I might need to preview it and then paste it in. Oh, paste. Ah, there we go. Okay. So that's all there is to it. So there we go. Booking scraper editor, which is specifically designed for extracting hotel data. And now it's got the API token, which I guess it didn't have before. It needed this .env file. So yeah, it didn't have that before. So let's go ahead, and now it should be able to scrape all the 100 hotels. Maybe this is just like test data or something, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so let's go ahead and run that. Looks like it couldn't find the run actor.js file for some reason. It should just be included. What is this? What am I doing over here? I don't know. Oh, I'm not going to restart right now. There we go. So let's see if this can get all 100 hotels. Now it's just going to run the booking scraper, same as I thought it was doing before. So if we come over to Apify here, we can take a look at the runs. And as you can see here, it's running and it's crawled 2 out of 103 pages. So this is just scraping Booking.com right now. Cooking up some magic. And yeah, it's very, very affordable to do this as well. You can see I'm spending like 50 cents a pop to scrape 100 hotels. So it looks like it was able to scrape the hotels. I'm not sure why it says it wasn't able to. But yeah, we can just go ahead and run this again. And as you can see, it's already scraping all the hotels here. So we're just going to let that run. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. It's just scraping all the hotels. We're up to about 20 so far. And we could take a look through some of these. This is a beautiful place here in Lamai, close to where I am. We've got this one in Crystal Bay. This one's in Chaweng. This one is, I'm not exactly sure where. It looks like Bangkok, I guess. I think that's Holiday Inn or Koh Samui or somewhere. We've got the Mercure Samui. And it's got all the images, all the titles, all the descriptions, everything in here. This is not a hotel. Well, technically, I guess it is a hotel. That one's in Fisherman's Village. We've got this resort, which is in Lamai, right here. Crystal Lamai, that's also right here in Lamai, hence the name. I've got the Beach Samui, that's in Telangam area, Lipanoi. Or, sorry, Lemsor. Yep. Thai House Beach Resort, that's right here in Lamai. So, yep, it's just scraping away over there. I don't have to do anything. Scraper's running, it's just checking the results. It looks like it failed to call the tool MCP or something or other. So it's going to use another tool, and hopefully that one works correctly. In the meantime, this is just scraping Booking.com over here, no big deal. There we go, scraper's still running. It's crawled 117 out of 162 pages. So we're up to like, how many results? Let's see, I want it to be about 100. So we're up to 75 so far. I don't know if all of these, like that one doesn't look like a luxury hotel, but it's going to be a little bit hit or miss. But yeah, overall, I would say this is pretty impressive. what it's coming up with just on the fly. Very, very nice. And ultimately, I think I am going to get this domain name because, you know, why the hell not? I might as well. And then I can apply for the Booking.com affiliate program as well, so that I can add all my affiliate links. I just need to fill out this information here, and then I hopefully would get approved for the affiliate program. And then, yeah, I could just add all my affiliate links. So I would probably just use Namecheap, although I would prefer Hostinger because it's just a better platform in a lot of ways. I could do like the one month for only $13, but it's better to get the 1 year, of course. So yeah, $44, that's very cheap. And I could probably get like a discount code here as well. So we'll have to look into that. But yeah, so now it's exploring hotel data results real quick. It's using some sort of sub agent, I guess, in order to do that. So if we come back to our website here, you can see this is what it's built. Very, very quickly. I think it's probably been like 40 minutes so far. Let's see how long we've been doing this. Not exactly sure. But yeah, so that's going to essentially take all the data that we have, put it into a file, I'm guessing. And it looks like we do now have 100 results. So that's definitely good news. And we've got some very nice, that's the Ritz-Carlton in Samui right there. So that's a very, very nice luxury 5-star hotel right here. And this one is obviously very expensive. I'm not exactly sure. $11,000 a night for the ultimate pool villa. $11,000. That is insane. That's one of the nicest hotels in Samui. And ultimately, I want the listing to look kind of like this, right? I want it to be very similar to this. Obviously not copying Booking.com. I also want to have all the reviews. I can probably scrape the reviews as well, potentially. And I want to have like a gallery slideshow similar to this on my own website. Only for Koh Samui luxury hotels. That's it. Because ultimately, I'm going to get more commissions if I'm booking luxury hotels versus budget or, you know, mid-level hotels. So I just want to focus on luxury hotels. So yeah, let's see how long this takes to run. Probably not too much longer here, hopefully. It's going to explore all the hotel data results. And hopefully it'll just integrate it in over here. Oh, that's running. I see hotel Hostinger discount code. See if we can find a discount code here. It says 85% off, but that's already included. Here's one, 88% off. So we might be able to get this code here. And then we can just come over here, see. Oh, coupon code. There's the coupon code. And I already have an account as well. This is still working along over here. Let's see if we can use this coupon code. Nope, that didn't work. Big surprise. That's for WordPress hosting. This is small business hosting. Let's see if that works. That's the same code. 10% off new domains. Probably the same code as well. So yeah, figure that part out later. Still very, very limited in terms of the results here. Control X, right. What is Control X? I don't want to push anything because I don't want to lose this again. The tab. If I hit tab, I should be able to see agents. How do I set the Control T? Oh. What does that do? I'm not exactly sure. Oh, it speeds up the process? That's pretty cool. And obviously I can read through all of the documentation over here as well. So if I want to find sub-agents or plugins or any number of things, I can do that over here. So yeah, we're going to let this run. I just want to show how I've built this website within less than an hour. And it's already pretty good, and is only going to continue getting better as I continue building this. Thanks for watching. Signing off. Peace from Thailand. See you in the next one.